r/AskReddit by Reddit and chill. What are you in the 1% of? I have pectus excavatum. It happens in about 300-400 births, so less than 1% actually. Instead of growing normally, my ribs grew inward, causing a sort of bowl-like shape to my chest. I thought I would never see this in this thread, but having it as an added bowl to eat from while laying down might be the funniest 1% thing to do. This may be the first time my name's ever been relevant. I mean, only 1.2% of Americans have epilepsy. And when you add in those that also have Tourette's, I bet it's closer to 1%. But what would I know? I'm just a tick-riddled epileptic. I am an identical twin. I'm left-handed. And I have green eyes. One of a kind. Identical twin. Or not. I passed through the fire and flames on Guitar Hero 3 on Expert. I have a B blood type, which only accounts for about 1% of the population. Also B, the amount of Red Cross emails and calls I get each week, I swear. I have 2 urethras. Edit. Yes, I am a male. Do you P2 streams? I have a freckle on the back of my eyeball. They have to give me regular checkups on whether it has become cancerous or not. I'm curious how they would have found that in the first place. Penis size. But not the 1% you would brag about. It's all how you market yourself, friend. Precision drilling and all that. Women who are very tall. I'm 6'4". Enjoy your new Netflix show. Bottom 1% height for my age, let's go. I'm pretty sure I'm in the bottom 0.01% of height for my age. 4'6" and 24 years old. Yes. I do have a growth defect. No. It's not dwarfism. Richest people in the world. Now in my country? No. But in the world as a whole? Yes. What's the threshold there? I thought I read most Americans are 1% in the world. I was born with a neuromuscular disease called paroxysmal dyskinesis choreotosis. It sends false electrical signals from my brain to my muscles. Less than 1% of the world's population has a form of it, and it's non-life threatening, so there is next to zero research on it. I usually have headphones in so I can make it look like I'm dancing so I can play it off. Smart move with the headphone strategy. My body is trying its best to kill me. Familial hypercholesterolemia. ADD pie. Prolactinoma on my pituitary gland. Diagnosed at very early stage breast cancer 36 yo. Mastectomy. Came back in bones and lungs at 45 yo. What are the chances? I feel I had 2 rare bile leaks from a botched gallbladder surgery. My liver almost failed. Chronic pancreatitis. Ovarian cancer, all by the age of 28 lol. I ran a 2 hours, 50 minutes, and 49 seconds marathon. That puts me in the 1% of all humans. Impressive. I ran 1:55 on my first half marathon and felt like dying. I think 1% of Redditors are over 65. Yay. Really? 66. And I didn't even think it could be special. A live kidney donor for my sister. My proudest achievement, TBH. I've received a kidney from my mom and then my brother after the first one gave out. You are a hero for sure. I can hold my breath for over 2 minutes. And swim 2 consecutive laps underwater. There's loads of people that'll be better at it. But 1% isn't all that hard once you're kind of good in a sport. Surprisingly, I used to be able to do this too. But I haven't been doing much swimming lately. So, yeah. As a 6'5" 18-year-old, I am in the 99.7th percentile for height for guys my age. Edit. Here's the website I got the metric off of if you'd like to find out where you stand. Reference medscape.com /height age percentile boys. I must be as well then 6 minutes and 10 seconds at 22. I'm one of fewer than 1% of all players on Steam have the puzzler achievement in Batman Arkham City Gotti. There's actually a glitch with achievements percentages right now. The achievement for rescuing the 4th hostage is 10.3%. But the achievement for rescuing the 3rd hostage, puzzler, is 0.01%. You can't get the 4th hostage without the rescuing the 3rd hostage. Got cancer in my 20s. AWWWYISSS. Are you recovering? Or have you recovered already? I've had a congenital glaucoma. Very rare since it is congenital. Edit. In first place. This is my most upvoted comment ever and thank you for that. But since many people asked, I'll quickly explain what a congenital glaucoma is. So, to those who want to know a little more about it, a congenital glaucoma is a mutation that affects one of the eyes or both. It causes an accumulation of a liquid that we have in order to keep it wet. Since the hole where it flows isn't opened or is really tiny, resulting in a bigger ocular tension. This ocular tension can cause vision loss or blindness. For that reason, I was submitted to a surgery right after that being discovered. When I was 6 months old. In the country where I born. Only 2 babies, me included, have this malformation that were born in the same year as me. I've never met someone with it. Only a few Redditors today. Making it a little special and rare. Everything is okay and I wish the best to everybody reading this. Especially the ones who have this amazing detail. Thank you. Edit 2. If you look closely, you can also notice that I've one pupil bigger than the other. It's with genital. That's too bad. I gotta take a dump 3-4 times a day. Wow, I'm the opposite. I poop like twice a week. I have several types of synesthesia. Colors constantly in my head and in my vision at times. Memories or feelings can trigger smells for me. For example, if I feel very comfortable with someone, that makes my head filled with the color green and I can smell cinnamon. Is this as cool as it sounds or are there some drawbacks? Or I guess you might not know, since it's just always been that way for you. I'm 6 feet 4. If you're 6 feet 4 or taller, you're in the world's top 1% tall. Welcome to the Dutch men comment section. 1% of cats have asthma, including mine. So I guess less than 1% of people have a cat with asthma. 3% of people are sensitive to sulfur, but only 3% of the 3% are truly allergic. I fall in the 3% of people that are truly allergic. Some people haven't read the other comments of me correcting everything. I admitted that it was indeed sulfur because I finally looked up everything for myself. My parents had always told me that I was allergic to sulfur and I didn't think to question it until now. This is fascinating. What things do you have to avoid? I'm a widower and I've had a child pass away. This makes me sad. I'm so sorry you've had to endure such tragic events. People whose favorite Tom Hanks Meg Ryan film is Joe vs. the volcano. There are dozens of us. Dozens. One of us. One of us. I was the first woman in my entire state to own a copy of Fire Emblem Three Houses. How the hell do you manage to know that? You can be the 1% of anything, if specific enough. I'm better than most people at being able to recite this particular comment within the next 10 seconds. My IQ. Not many people can reach such a supreme level of dumbness. Severe pollen allergy. Face will swell up within minutes of stepping outside if I haven't taken an allergy med that day. I'm in the 1% of Redditors to have answered this question. Yay. We're all part of a special club. My battery life. Right now. I don't know the exact numbers, but I only got 1 testicle. Closer to average than most of us. It's actually 2%. But having green eyes. Me too. I didn't know that. Thank you. Getting 39 gallstones at the age of 25. From my 17th year on, I sometimes had inexplicable pain radiating from my side to my back, so heavy that I couldn't breathe or sleep. Every doctor had different ideas, but nothing really helped. Years later, when I was 25, a nice friend said to me, "The next time you are in pain because of this, we will drive to the military hospital. In my city it is possible for civilians to go there too." So there was a very young doctor who took his time to ultrasound all my organs. Then he found these amount of gallstones. He was surprised, because in my age normally you don't get them. After a surgery with gallstones and bladder removal, I finally felt better. I'm very thankful that there was a doctor who was motivated enough to try everything to find the problem. Edit. Typo. I have heterochromia. Women with completely silver hair in their 30s. I don't know the data. I just wanted to join in. The 1% of people who will survive No Nut November. Mom has entered the chat. I'm a 13-year female and I'm 6 feet tall. Men's size 13 Nikes. Not me. But a very close friend of mine acquired this unknown disease that cost her the ability to walk. She lived a perfectly normal life and did nothing to warrant that. And the doctors have no clue why it happened. All her tests come up normal. They even reached out to other doctors in the world for info on similar patients and came up with nothing. So she's definitely in the 1% of people with that illness. And I hope so badly we'll find out something. For her sake. Well, not to brag. But my dog thinks I'm pretty much the best thing since wet food. I'd say top 1% in giving head scratches and belly rubs. Height. I'm 6 feet 9 inches, 205.74 cm. I've been to all 50 states. What was your least favorite one? People in the world who have screamed the alphabet backwards in the past 30 seconds. Ducking like and subscribe.